Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to a fantastic Friday, January 24th. Glad you could tune in today. Looking forward to our discussion with Scotty a little bit to find out what's happening in the marketplace. I just want to remind you as we wind down this next to the last week of January that, hey, if you are invested in the market and you're not sure exactly how much risk is in your portfolio, you're not sure exactly what you're paying in fees and expenses, then you need our financial x-ray review. All you have to do to schedule your no obligation financial x-ray is to give us a call at 863-382-0037. Do it right now and let's get started. Hey, we'll be on the air in just a minute.
5.7 the Highlands, Light FM, 842 now, 63 degrees in Sebring, headed up to about 79 today. We were talking about mean people a little while ago, and I've decided to declare the morning show on 105.7 the Mean People Free Zone. Come on, that's a pretty good idea. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet on the line right now. Phillip Statler with us from Statler Financial Services. Good morning there, Phillip.
Hey, good morning. Good to talk to you again. Scotty, it's we're winding this week down, and it's Friday, and I think
Yep.
a lot of people may be glad that it's Friday. The markets haven't done a whole lot, and there's been all kinds of health news out there. So
Yeah,
I know I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, you bet. You and me both. And yeah, speaking of the China thing, it's been in the news. I guess some people have died as a result of this thing. What's going on with China, and how is it affecting the markets there, Philip?
Well, here's the deal. When we talk about this coronavirus, it continues to be an issue. We continue to see confirmed cases and continue to see people dying because of it. Um, China has actually implemented some travel restrictions on their citizens, and so that's playing a role. The other thing I did see too was that Disney has closed their Shanghai resorts to kind of help with this travel ban and really and truly just give this virus time to run its course before they open back up. So that's an indication there, Scotty, where we'll start to see that there will be some companies that will be impacted financially because of this virus is spreading. And so we continue to keep an eye on it. It's still quote under control, but it's something that we're going to have to be mindful of, that it doesn't become like the SARS did back in the early 2000s.
Right, right. Okay. Say, let's talk about earnings, and you've got some big news concerning Intel. Doot, 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 doot. That was my Intel sound.
That was your
Pretty good.
Intel stock. Okay, Intel. Yes, they continue to rise, and their stock prices back up to where it was before the dot-com bubble busted, which was somewhat 20 years ago now. So
Yeah.
but it had a good quarter. They beat substantially by over 25 cents a share. They came in. Their revenue was above forecast. They've just had a good quarter. Their current quarter that they're looking at this quarter is they've got good outlooks for it. They even announced a 5% dividend increase. So a lot of good stuff happening there. They're up over 4.5% this morning. They'll open at a new 52-week high at $66.26 right now. And so we continue to keep an eye on them. And as we talk about Intel, the chip makers, let's look at two other makers of chips and that are very instrumental in dealing with Apple, right?
Okay.
So we had Broadcom came out and struck a deal to supply Apple with some wireless components, and so they didn't report anything, but that's definitely helping their stock this morning as we look. It's up 3.25%. Now, when there's a winner, Scotty, there's usually a loser. And
Uh-huh.
so Skyworks Solutions, they actually came out and reported today. They beat by 3 cents a share. Revenue came in above forecast, but because Broadcom was a major competitor of theirs and they signed that Apple deal, Skyworks is kind of under pressure this morning. They're down about 0.5%. So, and that's really not a bad thing. I mean, it is a bad thing they're down, but their 52-week high was $128 a share, and they're at $127.50 right now. So, there's obviously could be some profit taking there too on that news of Apple deciding to go with Broadcom on that.
Sure. Okay.
Then we've got a couple financial stocks coming in.
Okay.
The likes of American Express. They're a big company. They came in 2 cents above estimates. Revenue though was just slightly above what was expected. Their revenue did grow because of higher card fees, and hey, everybody out there swiping that card more, and so that helped American Express. They're up 2% this morning, and they'll open at a new 52-week high also. And then we had Discover, another credit card company. They beat by a penny a share. Revenue was basically in line, and so you would think that they'd be okay, but they got downgraded. One of the analysts downgraded them from inline performance to underperform, and so that's really beating up Discover. Dave would say this is probably on his big losers list today. It's down 7.25%. So it's taken a big hit today because of that. And then the last one I have is a brokerage firm, E-Trade. E-Trade came in a penny above estimates. Revenue was above what they expected. Now their bottom line did exclude about 8 cents worth of expenses and restructuring costs, and so they saw their net income from interest decline, and they're trading down 1.3% this morning. So kind of gives you an idea of where we're at on the stocks. Futures are looking good, at least right now. Yesterday when you and I talked, the futures were kind of down. But they ended up yesterday kind of a mixed bag, right? The Dow did end up down less than 0.1%, though. They ended up down $26 to 29,160. The S&P 500 ended up a little over 0.1% at $3,325.54, and then Nasdaq was up 0.2% at 94.02. So it was kind of a mixed bag yesterday. Today, when we look at the futures, we're looking green, all rosy today. We've got the Dow up 0.25%. We've got the S&P 500 up almost 0.2, and we've got the Nasdaq up almost 0.3. So on good notes there. We look at gold and silver. They're split today. Gold's down 0.33%. Silver is up 0.9 to. It's getting almost back up to $18 an ounce. And then we got gold. Man, Scotty, we got to be excited. It's going the right direction. It's going down 0.6%. We're down to $55.23 a barrel. We should see some relief at the gas pump shortly.
Oh, that is good. That's some good news right there. Hey, before we wrap up and remind the folks how to get in touch with you, Phillip, got to ask about everybody's favorite subject, quantitative easing.
Quantitative easing, Dave and I talked about, it may have been a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. Nah, it wasn't. It was probably December. That the Fed went in and was doing some things. They weren't calling it quantitative easing. As a matter of fact, they said it was not quantitative easing. Well, now we're getting some indication that come March of this year, it will become QE4, quantitative easing number 4. Where we're buying more and more T-bonds. We bought like 60 billion last month of T-bills or last week. So we continue to see the Fed dumping money into our system. And so that in itself is quantitative easing as we continue to watch that.
Okay. Super good, my friend. What's that location, phone number to call? And you have that great radio show coming up tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we do. Hey, give us a call at 863-382-0037. If we can be of any help, looking at your current portfolio, give you a second opinion, that's what we're here to do. Coach you into and through retirement. Catch our website at statlerfinancial.com and then join us every weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show. 6 a.m. for you early birds, noon for everybody else on Saturday, and then 10 a.m. Sunday mornings on News Talk, 7:30 a.m.
All right, Philip. Hey, really enjoyed talking to you this week, my friend. All the best to you and yours.
All right, man. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday.
You bet. Take care there, Philip. It's Statler Financial Services. They are great folks. Give them a call, 382-0037.
Folks, again, I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a great weekend. I look forward to speaking to you again on Monday, and we will talk more about what's going on in the markets and the finances around the world. Have a great weekend.